Hi everyone, my name is Ari. I'm Dutch, which means I'm from the Netherlands, and I learned Russian in the last 5 years, and that's also why this channel is going to be about learning Russian. So this is going to be like an introduction on a little bit who am I, and why this channel and what you can learn in this channel. Because um, well, the reason why I started this channel is actually very easy because I have a Russian channel. It's called Ari Говорит по-русски. Maybe a link in the description. And I started it for fun a year ago, over a year ago, where I just practiced my Russian. So it just started, just like this, I'm talking to the video, but then I was speaking in Russian. So I uploaded that video and that got a lot of traction, especially the last half year. So now there are a lot of people who are, a lot of Russian people, basically only Russian people who are watching the channel. And many of them, they have asked me, hey, how did you learn Russian? Because there are a lot of Russian people that have friends or partners that want to learn Russian, but they kind of don't know how to do that. So it's always good if you got the perspective of a guy who actually, got to a decent level to tell you exactly how he did it and which insights you can get. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm starting this channel, because on the Russian channel, I mainly talk about Russian language, culture, and that type of stuff. I have some videos where I talk on how you can learn Russian or how I learn Russian, but they're all in Russian. So it's very difficult for non-Russian people to actually understand what I'm saying. So that's why I decided to, hey, let's upload some videos here, share some of my methods, insights, and that type of stuff, because this probably will be helpful to you if you want to learn Russian. Also, a reason why is at the moment, if you search on YouTube for Learn Russian, you get a lot of good channels. For example, Russian with Max, Russian Progress, Real Russian Club. Those are some of the channels that I like to watch. They're great channels because they're by foreigners who also, I think most of them have a teacher background, which means that they are good in transferring specific knowledge about the Russian language to you if you're watching. But the thing I think at the moment that is missing from the entire YouTube Learn Russian landscape is this guy who's been there, done that, and shares some of his experience, who didn't learn Russian when he was 3 or 4. But I mean, I started when I was 21, and only seriously when I was 22. I'm 26 now. So it took a couple of years, but I think I can say that I got to the level where I'm sort of allowed to give some advice and practical advice and some tips and strategies that you can do for people that are just starting out or are intermediate that want to get a little more advanced. I'm not saying I'm advanced. I'm just saying that some of the stuff, most of the stuff, the worst you get from beginner to advanced, also to intermediate, also helps you get from intermediate to advanced. So that's why I think I'm allowed to say some of those things. So what's going to become mainly on the channel is going to be, well, mainly about how I learned Russian and the things that I did, strategies and tips that you can also use in your Russian practice, in your daily Russian practice, or maybe some other strategies that you can use to get more results in a shorter period of time. I also want to speak a little bit about motivation, since getting to a good level in Russian will to I don't know, let's say to an intermediate. I mean, we just want to get to a decent conversational level. That's mainly what people want when they want to speak Russian, and that will take a while. Like if you really have all the right tools and do everything right, it might be, let's say, half a year you get to a good decent level. But still, getting all the nuances and other details might take a little longer. So motivation is a very important part of this, because you're not going to become fluent in 2 weeks, despite what some people might say on YouTube. But still, I also want to add some stuff about culture, because Russian is a pretty sort of, it was a very close country with the Soviet times, and it's only without Soviet for about 30 years. So many people that just outside of Russia don't know too much about Russia. I've been there about 10 times, so I can say some interesting stuff on how their culture is different than ours and that type of stuff. All right, so that was it, like the channel trailer, teaser, whatever they call it. Hope you enjoyed this, and if you're excited to learn Russian, then everything's gonna be fine. All right, bye.